John, I want to start with you in terms of the latest conversations that the U.S. president is having with his Ukrainian counterpart, and what exactly is happening in the White House.
Early Thursday morning here, late Wednesday night, issued a statement condemning President Putin and the invasion, and said that more punishments, more sanctions were on the way, and he plans to, after meeting with G7 leaders in a virtual session on Thursday, address the American people about the crisis on Thursday afternoon. And he has spoken with President Zelensky as well in the last couple of hours.
Bruce, let's take it to you and build around that narrative. The president says the world will hold Russia accountable. We have a state of martial law called in Ukraine. Your take on Putin's actions and how it will be perceived around the world?
Well, Mattis, one question up until now has been whether Russia would do a limited incursion into the areas that Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine already control, or whether there would be a full-fledged invasion across the country. The Ukrainian government is saying that is now what's happening, that this is a full-fledged invasion. There are reports that there are attacks from the Russian attacks against Black Sea ports like Odessa. The Ukrainian government says that there are airstrikes throughout the country. So this is, according to Ukraine, not just a limited action in the eastern part of the countries, but full-fledged war.
John, I want to get back to you just in terms of what happens with the U.S. domestic conversation as the U.S. begins to wake up to this reality. How much capacity does the U.S. president have to initiate more engagement in the Ukraine, and how much resistance will there be for something like that from U.S. citizens?
Well, that's a very interesting question. He has certainly been preparing the American people and lawmakers over the last several weeks and months as this threat has emerged and grown. It remains to be seen how people react and what this will do to gasoline prices, say, to inflation, which is already a big problem or perceived as a big problem by the general public. But in times of crisis, sometimes the public rallies around a president. In these times of great division, will that happen? Well, we still don't know.